Do you know what happens at the Vatican when a pope passes away? What few people see is that, behind the marble curtains and silence, one of the oldest, most sacred, and most mysterious rituals of the Catholic Church begins: the Conclave. Cardinals from all over the world are summoned, doors are closed, secrets are sealed, and a decision that could change the history of the faith begins to be made, in silence, with prayers and reflection. Today, you'll understand why the whole world stops to watch a chimney releasing smoke, and why the phrase, Habemus Papam, is more than just an announcement. It's a sign that the Church remains alive, even in its most solemn moments. If you love the Church and want to understand everything that's happening in this historic moment, go ahead and give us a like and stay with us until the end. The word conclave comes from the Latin conclave, which means with a key. And it's no coincidence. The cardinals are literally locked in until a new pope is chosen. Nothing goes in, nothing comes out. No news, no outside contact, just prayer and silence. This ritual began in the 13th century when the Church decided that, given the sacred mission of electing Peter's successor, it was necessary to completely isolate the electors from any outside influence. Since then, the conclave has become one of the most protected ceremonies in the world, spiritually and physically. Today, with the passing of Pope Francis, the Apostolic See is vacant, and this means the entire government of the Church enters a special mode. It's a time to wait, to discern, and to trust that, once again, the Holy Spirit will guide the choice. Only cardinals younger than 80 years old can vote. They are called cardinal electors, and they receive a unique mission to ask the Holy Spirit for guidance in choosing the next successor of Saint Peter. On the appointed day, everyone solemnly enters the Sistine Chapel. It's one of the most impressive scenes in the Church. Men from all over the world, dressed in red in absolute silence, under Michelangelo's Last Judgment. And then, the awaited moment. Someone says, "Extra omnis." Everybody out. From then on, only the electors remain, and the world is left outside. Before the first vote, everyone takes a sacred oath of absolute secrecy. Not a single word can leave the chapel. Breaking the silence results in very serious penalties, both spiritual and canonical. Because in there, it's not about politics. It's about listening to God. The voting is done in complete secrecy. Each cardinal writes the name of the person they believe God has chosen to lead the Church. Then they fold the paper, walk to the altar, and place their vote before the crucified Christ. It's a gesture that carries centuries of faith and responsibility. And here's something most people don't know. Any baptized Catholic man can be elected pope. Yes, anyone. He doesn't have to be a cardinal or even a bishop. But in practice, the cardinals always choose one of their own because of the immense responsibility that comes with being pope. They hold up to 4 votes a day, 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, until someone gets at least 2/3 of the votes. Each ballot is carefully burned in a special stove. The smoke rising from that famous chimney tells the world the result. Black smoke means no one was chosen. White smoke means we have a new pope. Between votes, the cardinals pray. They reflect. They ask for guidance. Because right there, in that small space between the marble floor and the painted ceiling, the spiritual destiny of more than 1 billion Catholics is being shaped. Can you believe how much prayer, mystery, and freedom goes into choosing a pope? Tell us in the comments below. What has surprised you the most so far? When a cardinal finally reaches the required number of votes, the ritual changes. 2 discrete events happen. The official count is made, and the chosen one is discreetly called for a question that has echoed for centuries. Do you accept your election as Supreme Pontiff? If the chosen one answers, "I accept," the entire Church breathes a sigh of relief. And then, another historic question is asked. What name do you wish to take? The name he chooses is really important. It tells the whole world how the new pope plans to lead the Church. Meanwhile, outside, white smoke rises, the bells of St. Peter's Basilica ring out strongly, and millions of faithful, spread across all nations, unite in a single cry of hope. Habemus Papam. We have a pope. As soon as the white smoke rises, the whole world understands. A new pope has been chosen. But it's not just the smoke. The bells of St. Peter's Basilica begin to ring loudly and continuously, echoing through the streets of Rome and announcing the good news to the four corners of the earth. In St. Peter's Square, the crowd explodes with joy. Catholics, curious onlookers, pilgrims, everyone waiting to see, for the first time, the face of the one who will lead the church. A little while later, the long-awaited announcement rings out, Annuntio vobis gaudium magnum, Habemus Papam. I announce to you a great joy, we have a pope. And then, the new pontiff appears on the central balcony of the basilica to give his first blessing, the Urbi et Orbi blessing, to the city of Rome and to the whole world. If you'd like us to make a special video about the possible profiles of the new pope, leave a comment below. Your participation is really important to guide us in making our next videos. When the white smoke rises, it's not just St. Peter's Square that stops. The whole world, in silence or in celebration, recognizes that something bigger than us has just happened. Even those who aren't Catholic feel the weight of this moment, because the election of the Pope isn't just the selection of a religious leader, it's the confirmation of a promise made 2,000 years ago. You are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church. Each new pope is a new link in the unbreakable chain that connects the church to the will of Christ. In a world marked by rapid changes and uncertainties, the election of a pope is a visible sign that the church remains steadfast, guided not by men, but by the silent strength of the Holy Spirit. Today you discovered what happens at the heart of the church when the world waits for a new pope. Now you know, the choice isn't made through politics or human power. It's a decision shrouded in prayer, tradition, and mystery. Each conclave is a silent testament that Christ does not abandon his church, and that, even without a visible pope for a few days, the heavens are never empty. The church continues, and it will continue until the end of time. If you want to follow every step of this historic moment, subscribe now to the channel and turn on notifications. And share this video with anyone who needs to understand that faith is stronger than any crisis.
Do you want to understand the prophecies shaping the future of the world? In the ebook Catholic Prophecies, The Future of the World Revealed, you'll uncover powerful messages from the Bible, saints, and Marian apparitions. Most importantly, you'll see how they connect to the times we are living in. Don't be left in the dark. Get your copy now. The link is in the description and pinned comment.